Namaste everyone and welcome to my channel Sapna's Yoga Diary. In this video I'm going to share some common mistakes which people generally do while practicing Surya Namaskar without realizing they are committing these mistakes. And majority of people who are practicing Surya Namaskar at home are committing one of these mistakes, majority of them. So it is a very important video. Just go through it and see if you are making any of such mistakes, and do let me know if you are committing it. I will get to know that how many people are committing what mistake. And this is very useful video. We have also delivered a lecture on this to Indian Army recently, and they appreciate it as well. So yeah, let's begin. So in Surya Namaskar I taught you inhale, stretch your arms up sideways, exhale, bring your arms down in Namaskar Mudra. Now please understand, while doing this you have to, when you are raising your arms sideways, you don't have to keep your arms loose. You have to stretch your arms sideways. Stretch the arms up, bring the Namaskar Mudra down, and while keeping the Namaskar Mudra down, you will tuck the thumbs in the round hollow space in the middle of the neck. Okay, so this is one. You know where to tuck your thumbs in. Okay, let me adjust the position of the mat. Next, as you inhale, arms up, bend back from the upper body. Now here you have to bend back from the upper body. This is Hasta Uttan Asana, meaning raising your arms up and bending back from the upper body. Inhale up, bend back from the upper body. Make sure you do not use your waistline. What people usually do, they engage their waistline, and you see this. So they move their waistline and the belly goes outward. So this has to be avoided. Only the upper body has to move up and back. Upper body from the above the waistline, meaning the shoulder, the chest area, arms, head, that will go up and back. Again observe. Now as you exhale and bend down, your knee straight, head will move towards the knee, forehead towards the knee, palms will be placed by the side of the feet. Now if you're not able to reach the palms down, keep your arms hanging. Don't bend your knees down to bring the palms down. Okay, so knee has to be straight. It's okay if your arms are hanging, that's totally fine. Now in the next posture, okay, let me adjust the position of the plants, because in the next is Ashwa Sanchalan Asana. So here the leg has to be stretched back. So inhale up, bend back from the upper body. Exhale, bend down, keeping the knees straight, palms by the side of the feet. Now take the left foot back, stretch it back as much as you can. You will be on your toes at the back, knee will be touching the mat, head will be up and back. Okay, remember the position of the palms are very important here. The palms has to be placed by the side of the feet, and it's okay if your palms are not coming down totally, you can stay on your fingers, but you have to look back. You don't have to keep your palms forward. This is a very common mistake which people do. When you keep the palms forward, you will distort all the postures, coming postures. Okay, so this has to be by the side of the feet, just by the side of the feet. And in the next one, when you place the foot just by the side of the left one, so the right one goes by the side of the left together, and you have to press your heels down, push your upper back in, look towards the navel. It's okay if your heels are coming up, you don't have to move your feet forward to bring the heels down. Okay, see, the position is distorted. It's okay if your heels are up, just try to press your heels down as much as you can. So this is the perfect position, but it's okay if your heels are not touching the mat. Do not move your palms forward, inward, yes. Don't move your palms or your legs. Okay, your legs and palms will remain in the same position. Next, when you drop your knees down, make sure your thighs and your arms are perpendicularly falling. Okay, so this is the position in which the knees has to get down. The arms are perpendicular, the thighs are perpendicular. Now in the next one, Ashtanga Namaskar, you have to drop your chest down. You try to bring the chest in between the palms. Okay, you don't have to fall flat on the mat. This is a very common mistake. I have seen people who are practicing from years doing the same thing. They just lie flat on the mat. So drop your knees down, don't move your buttocks forward. You have to keep your thighs, see, if you have moved your body backward, this is what is going to happen. You don't have to move your buttocks up. If you move the buttocks up, you will fall flat on the mat. So it is very important. See, if this happens, this will be the position. So this I'm telling you that if you move your legs forward, it is going to be difficult for you to bring the chest and chin down. So it is only when the legs are in position, then only it is going to be easy for you to drop the chest and chin down on the mat. See, again, you're bending your elbows inward. Okay, inward, not outward. Don't do it, because this way it is going to be difficult to drop the chest and chin down. The elbows have to go inward and the chest down, chest and chin down. Now from here, place your feet flat and move the upper body up and back. Bhujangasana. Bhujangasana. Now please remember, if you move your palms forward, the position of Bhujangasana will also be distorted. So it is very important the palms and your feet should be positioned properly. And remember, in Bhujangasana, you have to keep the feet flat. Okay, this is a very common mistake. This is the only posture where the feet falls flat. Now from here you go to Parvatasana, pushing your head in. Now bring the right foot forward. See, the foot comes right in between two palms. It's okay if you're not able to reach there in the beginning. It's totally fine. Even this is fine. Okay, up and bend back. Exhale, Namaskar. You'll notice that because your foot is not coming forward, you will keep on moving backward after every round. So if after every round, come forward. It's okay. Now let me summarize the whole mistakes again. I'll show you one complete round with the mistakes. See, inhale, arms up, bend back. So this is the correct one. I have to do the incorrect practice first. So observe. Inhale, up, bend back. My belly here is going outward. Exhale, bend down. Knees are bent now to bring the palms down. Now the palms comes forward. So this is also incorrect. Take the foot backward. Now see, the Parvatasana is slightly you will not realize it. Okay, now see, look the position of the arms. Now this way. Now see, look at Bhujangasana. Bhujangasana still looks okay. Now see, Parvatasana. The distance between arms and legs is slightly more, and then see, this is what will happen. And this is another mistake, that people will keep the toes only, not the complete foot. So this is the incorrect version of Surya Namaskar. Now I'll show you the correct one. Just observe. Inhale, up, bend back. Exhale, stretch forward, bend down, knees straight. Arms by the side of the feet. Stretch the leg back. Push the head in. Drop your knees down. Chest and chin down. Up, bend back. Feet relaxed. Exhale, Parvatasana again. See, I'm not moving my palms at all. It's still there in the same position. Up and bend back only from the upper body. Exhale, Namaskar. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.